Hopefully we've all heard the phrase that turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. And that is very much still applicable in this day and age. And that leads me to the question, for many small business owners, do you have a budget in place on an annual basis for your business? If you're like most small business owners, the answer is no. And the number one reason a lot of small business owners don't have a budget in place for their business is they don't know where to start to do the numbers for their budget, and they don't have the confidence in dealing with the numbers and the things to draw up a budget for their business. So I want to just crack that first of all, and how you can overcome that. If you're using, for example, a cloud accounting system like Xero and you maintain it on a regular basis, you can quite easily look at your last 12 months on Xero on a monthly basis. Look at what your sales are on a month-by-month basis to take into consideration some seasonality and ups and downs in your sales trends, and simply budget for that for the next year ahead. Because if you're looking to maintain the status quo, keep your business as it is, no major growth but no major decline, then take the last 12 months figures and roll them forward. You might want to then have a look at some of the ups and downs in terms of the overheads and see, can you get anything a little bit cheaper, a bit more cost effective, or should you be spending more money in certain areas? So look at your last 12 months, that's your baseline budget. Now there are three main benefits why a small business should be doing a budget, and I call it FMA. F stands for focus, and if you have a budget for your business, especially in the area of sales, it's giving you something to aim for on a monthly basis. If you don't have a budget, then you might be just sort of running your business in the hope that you're going to achieve certain sales on a weekly or monthly basis, and you're relying a lot on luck with no real attention to detail. Focus will give you that drive to achieve a certain number. It'll give you a bit of a boost whenever you do achieve those numbers, and it'll make you rethink if you don't achieve those numbers. And all of those are a plus for your business. M stands for measure, and what you should be doing on a monthly basis is once you have your budget drawn up, you should be measuring how your business is doing against the budget you've set. So you want to see, is your sales over or under what you've actually set? What about your overheads? Have you spent more money in certain areas than you should have, and why? And how can you change that going forward? Now, in terms of measure, if you're using Xero, then you can populate all your budget figures into what's called Xero's Budget Manager, and then you can run a report on a monthly basis to check the actual figures against the budgeted figures and see all the ups and downs really easily and handily on one screen on one report. So that's the second main benefit, is measure. The third and final main benefit for producing an annual budget is A for adapt, and that's really adaptability. So if you've drawn up your budget, if you're measuring and looking at all your ups and downs, then you're able to adapt going forward and even adjust your budget for the next 12 months. If it looks like your sales are going up, but that's because you spent more on marketing, then you'll want to continue that trend as opposed to continue to look like you're overspending on marketing. You should be flexing your budget and saying, okay, I've been spending £500 a month on marketing, but now that I'm spending £800 and my sales are going up, I'm going to budget to continue to spend £800, and you'll want to see what impact that's going to have on your bottom line on a regular basis, and also on your cash flow, which is going to be part of your annual budgeting procedures. And adapt as well is also if it looks like there is some kind of general market conditions or economic factors that are affecting your actual figures being up or down, you'll want to build that into your budget for the next 12 months as well. So it really gives you an oversight as to how the business is doing, how you thought you were going to do, but how should you rethink how you're going to do for the next 12 months. I hope that makes sense. This is the type of stuff we can help you with at Cloud 360 Accounting. We're experts on Xero and all its functionality, and we have a number of other add-on apps which really help with budgeting. And if this is something that you'd really like some help with, please don't hesitate to give us a shout.